Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another Whiskey Wednesday. And today we have a special guest in the back, Brandon from Brewtally Honest Bourbon, and we are going to get to know him a bit better. This is actually going to be my first time meeting him, though I was warned earlier by our good friend Hendo that we better treat him right. So we'll see if Hendo yells at us after all this. And as we go through this, I think there will be some appearances of the whiskey wheel as well. So thank you for joining today, whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. Yep. There we go. Just gonna stand here and wait for this dang button to actually work. All right, not my smoothest intro, and I haven't had a drink yet today. Maybe that's actually the problem. So as I tend to do when I am struggling with words and buttons, I'm going to walk away and tag in Kelsey. Kelsey, what you up to, buddy?
Hey, at least you didn't have a stroke like you did last time that happened.
I don't know. It kind of looked like I did trying to hit that button.
All right, welcome, guys. We are so excited to hang out with Brandon. I saw his content for a while, and I was like, why have we not met this dude? We've met a lot of people in whiskey community. Let's invite him in. And winds up that he's really good friends with Hendo, which was one of our first whiskey friends, to be honest. He and Jeff went back, but even before us, they were doing blind flights way back in the day. So thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the old Dom pick. We are done. We did it. You guys did it. 160 something bottles in like, I don't know, less than a week.
168, but who's counting?
Right. 168 bottles in like 6 days because we were technically out of bottles yesterday. So, yeah.
Get to see it with the sticker on there too.
I really think once you guys start tasting this, you're going to regret not getting multiple if you didn't. The other cool thing is that this brand is really, in my opinion, is really starting to come on really strong with their own distillate and putting out some impressive stuff. I think their wheat whiskey's got a lot of potential as it ages. It's really good now, but it's going to be even better in a couple of years. So we're going to bring in Darrell. We're going to do some super chats. We're going to bring in Brandon, introduce you guys to him, hang out with him, hear how he kind of got into this wacky world of whiskey. And then drink some whiskey with him and hang out with some whiskey friends. So Darrell is not ready yet.
He's there.
Darrell, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Had to unmute myself. Just got called in for like daddy duty in the bathroom real quick. So I have to take care of Kara real quick. But no, man, I'm happy to be here. It's been a crazy week. Today was just insane. I've been running around literally since probably 10 a.m. Got back here for like 5 o'clock just to get Jaden over to practice, then back home probably for like 6-ish or a little before that. So it's been like a whirlwind of just errands all day today. Yeah. So it feels good to sit back, relax. Got a little pour poured up as the little ones are screaming in the shower from here. So you may hear that in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome. Good to be here, man.
And as Kelsey said off the top, once again, thank you everybody for all the support, not just on Old Dom, but on Tater Cakes, on the Essence Drop. I mean, I know we've been back to back here for the last couple months. As far as I know, there are no current picks that have been bottled. I believe the old line should be coming up here any minute. Big Vic will give us the word on that. That's a collaboration with Big Vic, Drifting Drams, and Dusty Dan. But it's old line, American single malt, finished in Madeira cask, which will also be our first American single malt pick.
Yep.
Man, Vic is helping us get all these categories knocked out. Rum, American single malt. And then The
list, though. You may be on his list because of where you rank the rum.
I know, right?
I'm just saying, you may be on his list.
The blind flight will reveal all. But the other ones that are further in the future here, Copper and Cask, we're going to have a shorty single barrel. We'll get word out on that. And then at the end of the month, I believe, is when the walleye malted rye will get bottled. So there's a little breather, but then we'll keep you posted for September.
Yeah. Got some really fun stuff happening in September that we'll tell you about later on as we get closer.
Well,
super excited.
As we get closer. Yeah. We won't say anything until we're there and the deed is done. But we got September's exciting. All right. Speaking of exciting, let's bring on our special guest. He's been waiting in the back for far too long. But everybody, give a big warm welcome to Brandon from Brewtally Honest Bourbon.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. Hey, man. How are y'all?
Good.
What's going on?
And
appreciate y'all having me.
Say, I love the name of your channel. Jeff, however, does not like it when I am the first two words of that.
It hurt.
Brutally honest.
It makes him squirm. I
don't know, man. You gotta be careful what you ask for sometimes.
Yes, you do. Yeah, my wife tells me sometimes I shouldn't have named it that because I like whiskey way too much, and so I guess people would assume that I'm just going to be out here bashing on whiskey, spitting it out, and telling everybody it's trash.
Dude. It's memorable. I love it, dude. So, congrats on. Geez, I think you're further along than us. How many subscribers are you up to now? 3? Are you at 3 yet?
4.25, 4.5.
Yeah.
So you're already bigger than us. What are we doing hosting you? You should be hosting us. What are you talking about?
Oh, man. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's been a blessing, man. As you guys know, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So I'm very thankful for, every follower that we get, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's say hi to some people and then we'll get into your story about how you got into YouTube and things like that. So Ed, my main man, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you in here. Mark, here. Mark, I'm really excited about your progress. I wish mine could be as good as yours on the health challenge. So I actually had to go to the oncologist today to get some blood stuff done. And I was like, oh man, I really probably should do some stuff different. But I digress. Sugar Kitty. Let's go on here. Jason Norseman, what's up, buddy? Oh, Top Jimmy, shout out to you for helping me grab this. So I'm going to crack this tonight since we kind of
there you go.
Had a little issue with the hand deliveries tonight, according to my fault. So we're going to kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Thank you, Top Jimmy, for all of that. Randall Erickson is here. Cheers to you, Randall. Good to hang out with you on Puffs and Pours the other night. Joe, the Sample guy, is here. There's our buddy, Will Hindle, the birthday boy this week. Cheers and happy birthday to you, man. Your family's so beautiful, and it's fun to see you guys out doing stuff together. And you married just like most of us, way above your station, brother. I'll just tell you that.
He did.
Yeah. Let's see. James Lytle is here. If I can get that one to come on. There we go. Eric is here. There's our Bostonite. A guy from Boston, parking the car. Connoisseur Eric, thank you. I think I already said your name. I apologize.
Whiskey Bloopers, yeah.
Whiskey BS is here. Emily is here. Cheers to you, Emily. X Ghost Arkansas. I don't know that name. Do you know that name, Brandon?
I don't.
Okay. Good to have you in the chat, though. Good to have you here. John Cloud, welcome to you guys. Adam Smith is here. Mark B, he's in again. We are doing super chats, and we'll go over that tonight and what the giveaways are. There's going to be some really cool stuff. Our good buddy JG is here. Say hello to your beautiful wife for us, buddy. Let's see, we're getting close. Adam Smith, cheers to you. And Ricardo is here. Cheers to you as well.
Yeah,
Travis Thompson's in the house, and we are caught up. So
Hulk Hogan himself.
Yes.
Man, Darrell, I can't believe you took out Travis, by the way. Jeez, how
Hey,
rude.
man. Gotta do what I gotta do. Trying to see you in the finals again, man. So I have to win.
We'll see. Aren't we on the same side this year? We'll see.
Nah, I don't think so.
So if you guys don't know what they're talking about and bantering, they're talking about Dusty's channel's what is it called? Tournament of Champions. I don't even know what he's calling it this time.
Double Trouble Invitational.
Double Troubling, yeah, something like that. So they're competing in that. So I will say I had to say to him because I don't get to see him that often. Love the freaking Instagram post. That's awesome. If you haven't seen his newest Instagram post about the bottle and also a reference to the macho crazy man himself, Jeffrey Wack, go check it out.
Whose post? Sorry, I missed it.
Will's post. Will Hindo.
Oh, okay. I seen that. Got it. Ooh, excuse me.
Jeffrey, what do you want to do first?
Last thing, we do get super chats tonight. If you gave the last couple of weeks when we didn't do them, I got your name all in there. Mainly Ed, Top Jimmy, and Mark B. You'll have some extra chances in. Now, my flight for tonight that I'll give away is going to feature this new release from New Riff.
Yeah,
so this just came out over the weekend, and it is absolutely crazy. So it features
in a good
it
way.
is the headliner, and it's got 11-year corn whiskey, 11-year bourbon, 10-year Balboa rye, 10-year rye, and 8-year of the malted rye. So Aristook malted rye. So quite a crazy blend. There was a little over 700 bottles of these. So I'll get somebody this sample in a flight, and I happen to have all the components. So I'll kind of send you a New Riff flight with all these individually that I have and the overall blend.
What was the name again, though? I mean, I know you said headliner, but there's something. It's called something high.
The Arustic.
Oh, that's just everything that's in it, like a carnival.
Arustic. I couldn't make out what that one was. I hadn't heard of it, so that's why I was curious.
Yeah, one of their special releases from a couple years ago, just aged up.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing they do well is rye. So mine, I'm giving away a flight of our Essence picks. That's 2 bourbons, 1 Green River, 1 is National Distillers, and the 18-year light whiskey, along with this new one I'll throw in as a 4 sample. So the Penelope Cigar Blend, if you guys haven't tried this yet, it's really interesting. It's got a really interesting proof point, too, at 101. For a cigar blend rye. It doesn't
it's a rye?
Yeah, I mean cigar blend, not rye. Cigar blend that has light whiskey in it, but it's 101 proof. So it's kind of a different profile, but we'll talk about that later as we go through. Darrell, what are you thinking for your giveaway?
I'm gonna mix it up. I'm not gonna do anything that's you guys can actually buy. So I've been working on some blends for Blendageddon. So I'm gonna include the one that this year that won, along with 3 other blends that I've been kind of messing around with that I kind of like. So we'll mix it up and give you something that you guys haven't had at all. You know, I know there's sometimes bottles that you haven't had, but something a little unique and a little different. I'm pretty happy how they all turned out. So it'll be 4 different blends, one being the one that won this Blendageddon this year. Or
sweet
this year.
Right.
Awesome. And Brandon gets to win the flight that I sent him, but never showed up. So I hope you enjoy it.
Man.
Appreciate that.
It's actually a really good flight.
It's great, man. I mean, look at the color on it. Like, it's
right?
Wonderful.
I know, right?
Jeffrey's always worried that I'm going to send some really mean stuff, but this one was very, very nice. I think you'll enjoy it.
That means he likes Brandon.
Yeah,
that?
You guys know.
So that means he likes you.
Okay, all right.
So, Brandon,
I got him here. But no, it's so good.
Darrell was digging on me
drink 'em,
about my packing job, but let me just say everything arrived unbroken and not leaking. So I'm just telling you, it wasn't my greatest
That
packing
doesn't
job.
mean that you packed it good just because it arrived not broken.
Stop, Jimmy. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
Ryan Copperwolf, what's going on, man? It's good to have you on.
Right.
Thank you guys for the super chats. Brandon, let's talk.
It's been a while.
Let's talk how you got into all of this craziness of Whiskey World. Like,
Oh, wow.
how long have you been drinking bourbon? Like, what was the one that, I mean, we all have the one, right? That started us down that road. When was that? When did you start? And kind of tell us a little bit about your journey so far.
So I mean, I grew up in South Alabama, just north of Mobile, and I'm not that that's real relative to the conversation, but I grew up around whiskey and moonshine, and so drank all that growing up. Didn't have a clue. I knew that. I guess I knew I liked Jack Daniels, right? That's what we all liked. And then you get sick on Crown or something in college, and you just don't drink dark stuff anymore for a while. And as I got older, I would probably keep like my uncle and them, we'd play golf, and he liked like Jim Beam apple and stuff. So I'd keep Jim Beam apple around, or the Jim Beam fire, and mix them together. And, so I drink flavored whiskeys. And I don't know, man, probably 3 or 4 years ago, my neighbor across the street was newer, and he was like, man, do you like whiskey? I'm like, yeah, I like whiskey. I've got some Jim Beam apple. You want to try it? And he's like, well, come over sometime. I'd like to share some stuff with you. And so I go over, and I'm like, oh dear God, this guy's got like 15 or 20 bottles of whiskey. He must be a freak. Like, what's up with all this? And he just starts, teaching me a little bit about everything, what bourbon is, what whiskey is, what scotch is, what single malts are, what bottle and bond is. And I became intrigued. And next thing I was like, hey man, we should invite Brian over. He'd like to try that, and it become us sharing with half the neighborhood. And that grew into me starting to kind of hunt a little bit. And I'd go in these stores, sending him videos and pictures like, what do I buy? He'd name something out, and I'd be like, the one with the red label over there. And he's like, no, the one below it, the blue label. Like, I didn't know what I was talking about. And as I started trying all the different things that he was putting me on, I just got real interested in it, and started seeing all the hunting videos, because I started looking for YouTubes to try to figure out more about whiskey. And I was like, man, I'm already kind of doing this between Jeff and myself. I might as well, just start sharing it with other people. And man, that kind of morphed into, I don't know a thing about cameras. I don't know a thing about microphones, audio, headphones. I don't know anything about editing videos. Like, you just take on the whole gamut of learning all these different things, And
those Jeff guys will put you on a crazy ride. Just let me tell you, we've got
mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of how it started, man. And it's morphed, over the past year and a half into what it is today. So thankful to be on the journey. I really enjoy it. It's a 24/7 grind for me, man.
It's awesome.
I don't stop. Yeah.
Travis, that is a Pingree flag, brother. That's all Pingree. So should be stuff that you like.
You won't know what it is when you're drinking it, but it should be stuff that you like.
Exactly.
That's
exactly. Now, I needed to send you, it's a 10-year blue label, single barrel, a 7-year single barrel pick, the bourbon on the barn, bourbon in the barn, whatever, bourbon, the Junkies 5-year one. And then, one other one, I don't remember, but it's all MGP goodness. So that's what it was. I just wanted to get that in there because I meant to send that to him, and I just totally spaced. You got to message me, man. I know you said one time, but oh gosh, dude, it's craziness. Well, let's get into drinking something. That's what we came here to do, right?
Yeah,
so,
sure. I've been drinking.
My man said, I'm not waiting on anybody.
So, where do you want to start, Brandon? Dealer's choice to lead us off.
Hey, man, I'm here with you guys, so we can drink whatever it is that you guys like. Hopefully, I've got it.
What's your favorite distillery?
Man, let's don't do that. Goodness. I'm a huge Detling fan. If anybody watches any of my stuff, they know I love Detling, and I'm a huge Crittenden fan. So my whole thing is I would say, you say craft brands. Are they craft brands? Yeah. The smaller brands, the lesser known,
right?
Yeah. I mean, if you go to Jack Daniels and say craft, they're like, we're craft. And I'm like, okay, if it, in my mind, craft is small, but different hands-on, right? Like your craft, but I like the smaller brands, the ones that that people may not know about, even if they're NDPs. Like I enjoy finding those brands that have really good product that people don't know about. So I have a lot that I like for different reasons, but I'm a huge fan of those two for sure.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave Darrell Detling one time. This is a funny story. Actually, I got Detling and I loved it. And I was like, hey, Jeff, get me a bottle of Detling because he can get it and I can't. And so he packs the bottle up. Never had anything break whatsoever from him in all the years. And that's the one bottle that's super heavy.
Turned to sand. I mean, not
was
just break, like
crazy.
turned it to sand.
Crazy.
Oh,
But
wow.
we said it to Darrell, and his face when he tasted that, he hates coffee. So anything that tastes anything like coffee, he's like an immediate turn off. Though, but it was funny to see him.
Darn it. It is that for sure with Detling. I say people either love it or they hate it. You know, if you're not into maltiness and you're not into that coffee and that chocolate, you're not gonna like it. But that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do the malt. I just can't do like something that tastes like coffee bean.
Gotcha.
It's just,
Did you try this yet,
malt? I love malt.
Brandon?
I haven't had that one yet. No, I don't have it either.
This first one well, actually I tried one, but this is the first bottle I got. Top Jimmy was able to hook me up with, so I'm interested to try it again because it was I think it was $36 or something like that. So really good price point for a 7-year. But I'll be interested to see how it stacks up against the 114 and some of those profiles. So
I see that earlier you were talking about New Riff. There's an NDP, Silver Springs, that sources some of their rye. It's about a $33 to $35 bottle. Absolutely delicious. Like JW Kelly is the brand that puts that out.
Yeah, I know exactly what brand that is. Yep. I didn't know that was New Riff though. You know, New Riff sources to sneaky places.
Yes, for sure. Man, I thought my bottle was right there, and look at me not being able to find it.
See that dark double oaked 13th colony right in the center.
Yeah, I have a double oak old Granddad 114 I did too. That's phenomenal.
Ooh.
Actually, I thought about putting some staves in my 114. I've been debating that.
You know what I haven't done in a long time is old Granddad 114. I love that blend. 60-40. Dude.
114 and what?
Eagle Rare.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Never done that. Huh.
It's supposed to be like a 4-grain, like E.H. Taylor type of 4-grain thing. 60-40, 60 of the old Granddad, 40% of the Eagle Rare. Sorry, my brain's not firing on all cylinders tonight. Sorry.
Oh man, people are getting their old Dom in. Let us know in the chat if you're getting into it, how you like it.
I can't remember the last time we seen you in shorts.
Now, what did you end up pouring in there, Brandon? Was that the
so it's the Silver Springs that I was telling you about. My lighting is terrible. Hold on, I'll set that up.
Okay. Here,
it's gonna get there.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, that's cool. It kind of
No, I hadn't seen that one.
Magnus type of
it's phenomenal.
Interesting. And they're sourcing New Riff rye distillate.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's really affordable. Like it's sub 40 everywhere I've went, but 33 to 35 typically.
Now I will say that they do rye really well. Period.
They do. They do.
I'll pour one here.
That 6-year malted rye that New Riff does is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Jeff got us those, I was like, where has this been all of our lives? And then they did us one better, and Sherry finished it at barrel strength. So,
yeah, have you ever had that one, Brandon?
I haven't. No.
Oh man, that was probably my favorite New Riff release up to these like 10-year bourbon and 10-year ryes that have come out. But
is it real heavy on the sherry finish, or
just go
kind of?
First release is a little less heavy-handed than the second release, but
okay.
It's good.
I'm not huge on sherry. I do like some of them, but I like some of the cab finishes and Armagnac type stuff, you know. And not real big on sherry and cognac though. Some of your Joseph Magnus cigars, you know, certain batches are heavier on some than the other, and so
Well, we know you're from the South by the way that you talk. Where exactly?
What's that supposed to mean, man?
Yeah.
I don't have an accent. You have an accent.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. Alabama.
Alabama. Okay.
Born in Nuremberg, Germany. Dad was in the army, so I was an army brat. We moved around, lived in Kentucky, North Carolina, Georgia. But Dad was originally from around Mobile area, Bay Minette, Alabama, and Mom was from Mobile. Their families both landed in Atmore, Alabama, just north of Mobile. And so that's where we landed after he retired, and that's where I grew up and moved to the Birmingham area when I got out of junior college and went to UAB here and been in Birmingham ever since.
That's funny. My aunt lived in Mobile for many, many years with her army husband, and now they're in Birmingham as well.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The wife and I thought the wife's from Atmore as well, and she and I really thought we did something by moving to Birmingham, and we never even thought about looking at Florida or Tennessee or any other state. We just thought we were really getting out of the way. But once we've had kids and stuff, we've got 3 daughters, and one's in college, and she just actually graduated Auburn. We're trying to get her into vet school, but when you start looking at all the different programs that these different states have that support education, and we didn't get any of that in Alabama because they're anti-lottery and all that good stuff. So we're like, man, we really kind of screwed the pooch there. But
oh goodness, Adam, the bearded monkey, I love you, dude. He's got a Huntsville accent, says Adam.
Okay.
That's an interesting comment from Adam. The way that
Is that Tennessee,
Huntsville is north. Yeah, it's north of us. I'm more central Alabama, but I'm from South Alabama. I don't know that accents change as much throughout Alabama as like Louisiana comes to mind. I work in Louisiana, and man, you can go from North Louisiana and hear people that talk like me. I'm going to say that's redneck. That's what I sound like. And then you get down to New Orleans and they have a particular dialect, and then you get further south than that and it changes again. And
and you get further west and it's kind of a melding pot of along I-10. It's crazy. I lived in Lake Charles.
Okay. Total different dialect over there.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, had all kinds of people that from different ethnicities to different accents as well. I mean, you're talking about a culture that was based out of French culture and all kinds of like a melting pot down there. It is. And they imported every known bug to man along the Louisiana coast. I am positive of that.
I would think that's true.
You
good
guys
food though. They're good food over there.
Do you know about love bugs?
Do I?
Love bugs.
My goodness. Yeah, that's
love bugs.
I would say around hurricane season, like right now, is when they start.
It's the worst insect I've ever seen, and I hated having to go wash my dang car every time I went somewhere, because when they're mating like that, they're like together, and if they splat on your car, the insides of their bodies will eat away the paint of your car.
It will, if you don't wash it off quick. And I mean, you're just going through like a Stephen King movie of just bugs. Like it's all you can't see out of your windshield. The front of your car is totally covered. Like we have protocol for that, right? There's certain waxes and stuff you can put on your car to help mitigate the stick, but man, it's a mess.
That's crazy. We got 63 in chat, guys. We're doing super chats tonight. Jeff is going to be doing a new roof giveaway with their newest release, which was a rye release of 3 or 4 different guys.
Definitely not a rye. It's an everything. This is like when you were a kid and you like made the suicide fountain drinks.
Whiskey.
Yeah. I mean, this has got everything: corn whiskey, bourbon, Balboa rye, straight rye, malted rye. Woo.
So he's going to do a flight of new riff. I don't know what all else you're going to put in there. Probably just a smattering.
The different components that are in there. So the Balboa rye on itself, the Armistook rye on itself. Yeah, I got all the components, so I'll put them all in there.
What corn whiskey you're gonna?
Holy moly!
Well, I don't have the corn whiskey though. They never released a corn whiskey before. So
all right. Oh, that's why I was curious. I'm doing a Evernorth flight of our picks, two bourbons, 1 light whiskey that's 18 years old, and the newest Penelope cigar blend. So if you guys haven't tried this, it's pretty interesting. 101 proof, really easy, really approachable. If you haven't had light whiskey, you should probably try this because it's nice and fruity. I really like a lot of peach notes to it. A lot of really nice flavor profiles going on there. So Darrell is going to be doing
a blend.
There you go.
A blend of my blends.
There you go.
Yeah, 4 different blends that I came up with. One being the Blendageddon winner from this year. But yeah, all some really fun, interesting stuff, man. So hopefully you guys or whoever wins it likes it.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Darrell's a great blender. So Roman Carter, thank you so much, man.
Yo.
Hendo himself, will be hopefully getting him back on soon for Blinds in Front of Blinds. If you guys aren't familiar with that, stick around to find out what that is. It's a fun time. And you get to hear somebody whose voice is like 3 octaves lower than ours. So that's always a plus. It's always fun to have him on. One-Eyed Catfish. I don't know that one either. That sounds like a Mississippi or Alabama thing.
Right.
One-Eyed Catfish.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Damn.
Norseman. Where were you from in Mississippi? I forgot, bro.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat. He grew up in Mississippi. So
Okay.
Dietrich, there you go.
Here's one for you to check out. I recommend this one to you, just because you like the craft whiskeys. This is made in Dayton, Ohio, and it's a 6 grain as well.
Oh wow,
So,
interesting.
6 or 5 for those.
or 5 grain.
Okay.
Corn, oats, rye, wheat, malted barley. So
Yeah, those are bangers, man. Those things are
definitely it's a different
Really?
profile than the Detling for sure, but some characteristics are similar.
in all better ways.
The oats in itself kind of lends a little bit, of that profile to both of them.
Yeah, it gives it that smooth creaminess that I like that profile that the oats give for sure.
Greenville, Mississippi. That's where he
Greenville.
grew up. Yep.
Not familiar with that. I know Greenville, Alabama, Greenville, South Carolina. Not familiar with Greenville, Mississippi.
The only reason I know Alabama is because of Forrest Gump. So
That's right.
Alabama.
Greenville, Alabama.
So you talked about getting all the lighting and the sound down and getting used to all the video and editing. What do you enjoy making the most? You do different types of videos, but I'm curious. What do you enjoy
as far as
making the most?
content?
Yeah.
Man, I really enjoy all of it. I do. The funnest probably for me are just the little short vertical TikTok Instagrams that you can, get kind of creative with the editing and stuff, and it doesn't take nearly as long. So I enjoy those probably the most, but I like doing the long form videos. But when you do a long form video for me, I almost imagine myself sitting here like talking to you guys, right? So when I'm talking to the camera, I almost imagine people are literally there listening to me. So it's much more fun when you don't have to play imaginary friends and you can do lives like this. I enjoy that as well.
Okay.
I love doing the hunting videos where I can sit with the store owners or, you guys were talking about old Dominic. I went there and did an interview with Keith. I've done a couple with him. And so I enjoy sitting with those guys and chatting with them. So it's all really fun, but I really appreciate like high quality like photos and high quality audio and video, which Darrell's mic has me really jealous right now because that thing sounds amazing. But
It's fading. Jeez. Miss you, buddy. It's been too long. Sorry, Brandon. Now. Yeah, that caught me off guard.
Jealous of his Yeti. Man, I got like a
Is-
Russian Yeti here. Got the Russian head on it.
Yeah, I pushed
Gotcha.
it back a little bit to kind of get it off.
so is that the brand of it? What is it?
Yeti. Yeah, it's just a Yeti.
Okay.
Blue is this one.
They're cheap
But
too.
I think you got the same one. Yeah, 80, $100.
Oh, wow.
That's
Okay.
That's the job. It's got a few different settings on it too, so you can make it directional and whatnot. But
Nice.
treated me well. Treated Darrell well
But
too.
Jeff has been one side. I'm going to do the opposite side. What is the one thing you hate about
Ooh.
doing content or?
He wants you to get brutally honest, I guess.
Yes, exactly. What is one that doesn't necessarily have to be hate, but just that kind of grinds your gears, Jeffrey?
I loathe editing videos. Like I'm very
pretty much.
like excited that I've learned how to do some. But the guy that does my editing that has taught me to edit, is obviously much better than I am. And so he probably edits 10% of my videos now. Because it's costly, right? He's very affordable, but until I can get to where I'm generating enough revenue and give it all to him, which is what I want to do, that is probably the biggest thing that I hate. So I appreciate having somebody that can do that, and also somebody can answer questions. It's just very frustrating to learn all the little bitty ins and outs of editing. So that's tough. The best for me is like, sorry. Like Friday, we'll go to Pensacola, Florida, and we'll video 4 stores. Well, he'll be there, and so he will video everything. He'll edit everything, and basically all I've got to do is throw it on YouTube. That to me
that's the dream, brother.
That helps.
The dream right there. Jeff's like, oh man, we need to do that.
Well, especially for those type of videos too. With
absolutely.
Things that you're splicing together and all this. Yeah.
He does a great job. He throws the drone up, and he's doing all the B-roll, and he does a great job. So
yeah, it's awesome.
We had somebody do that at our Evernorth pick. Tom, our buddy at the Bourbon Jerk. I don't know if you know him, but great channel. His son Ty is going to be going into film school, and so he
awesome
filmed everything we did that weekend, and then edited it all and put together a video and everything. It was really cool. He does a lot of cool stuff.
Cool.
So when he loses him, I don't know what Tom's going to do. He's going to have to like contract his own son out just to edit his own content.
Right.
Because he does it all for him and does a great job. Tyler's a cool dude. Shout out to you guys. It was fun to hang out on that trip. So we talked about what you liked, what irks you. What was the one thing that surprised you the most about whiskey and or the community itself?
So the community in general is, for the most part, phenomenal. Like I didn't realize that there would be such solid people in the community. Now there are some things that happen, and there's something that happened today even that causes drama in the community, and those are the things that I don't like to address, but I will. But it's so few and far in between. I enjoy motorcycles, so I have a race bike and a Harley, and within the race bike community, it's very similar. Within the Harley community, even if you're riding a Honda or whatever, very similar. Like the camaraderie is a lot stronger in those communities than I thought they could be. So whiskey is very similar in that nature. Whiskey in general, not knowing that there was so many brands and so many different varieties, and I'm American whiskey bourbon, right? Like, let's not get into all this crazy stuff. Stranahan's is sending me some single malt, and I'm anxious to try it. And I have a rare character single malt that I love, but let's not get too crazy into the tequilas and the scotches. And I wasn't going to get into cigars, and but just knowing that there was so much, and then you start really trying to learn, and then you figure out what you're learning isn't factual. And it's hard to figure out with NDAs and stuff, what they're, what's going on with these non-distilling producers. And, Drew Hanish, I interviewed last night with the Whiskey Lore, is somebody that's exposing the whiskey industry for, false information. The funniest thing that, like we talked about last night, is, Buffalo Trace loves to say that Colonel Taylor had so much to do with Bottle and Bond. He had nothing to do with it. But just, all the lore that you hear is really a lot of times not true. And it takes somebody like Drew to expose it. And then you go and sit down with a whiskey and you try to figure out, and you know what you're drinking, and you don't know what you're drinking, So to me, I tell people, like, you could put the whiskey in a Ziploc bag and give it to me. I couldn't care about the story. I don't care about, the label and how sexy it is. All that's great. And the story behind it. Put the whiskey in the glass. Let's drink it. And I don't care about the mash bill, the proof, anything else, age, where it came from. I mean, I don't like Canadian whiskey. Well, I love Found North, so you can't say you don't like particular varieties, and it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. It's an endless well. I get requests all the time to do more Canadian, Irish, Scotch flights or reviews. And I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I spent so much time in American whiskey and bourbon and rye, and I drink one of those and I'm like, good, bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to evaluate it sometimes when I'm drinking something like that. But
Right.
Try my best to navigate through it, but it is like speaking a different language. It's like, oh, all right, we're gonna do this anyway.
Painful.
You've got people that are
Yeah,
out there doing stuff like that. There you go, rare character. You got people out there like Stacy who knows Irish whiskey inside and out, and like for me to do an Irish whiskey review would be like an insult because I just don't know enough. Like I can tell you if I like it. I could probably tell you maybe if it's finished in something. One of the best Irish whiskeys that we had was finished in a brandy barrel that Nolan sent us from back then.
Oh.
That was so
was that was finished in a brandy barrel?
Don't tell Stacy that.
Yeah. I know it's sacrilege to her, but it was freaking delicious.
Yeah. The Junkies just released, well, not just, but probably like 3 weeks ago, released one of those as well. But yeah, that was really, really good.
Cheers,
I gotta go back to this one real quick. So cheers for William, like they're for William, or do you want me to put Ghost in? If you're still in here, let me know.
It's William. It's one of my buddies that is local for me.
Okay. So I'll put William F in there. All right.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what to do with that one.
So
Yeah,
is William? Is that what that means?
Yeah, his first name is William. Yeah.
Okay. We got it. Thank you, William.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, super cool dude.
So-
I'm getting him into cigars right now. It's really funny to watch him get into cigars because he's been into bourbon for a while, and so seeing him try something else is a lot of fun.
Nice.
That's funny.
So in regards to what you've had this year, I feel like this year is shaping up to be a different kind of year than what we've had the last couple of years. So I'm curious, what stood out to you? Like, what's the top 1, 2, 3 that you've reviewed so far this year? What sticks out?
That is a 25 release whiskey, or just that I've tried for the first time?
25 release whiskey. Yep.
Man, I mean, honestly, so far, this Found North Helldiver really surprised me. I know some people have kind of gone back and forth on it, but for the 25 release, I'm pretty ecstatic about it.
We tried that 2 weeks ago.
We did. It's kind of been interesting on that particular one because we got one of our friends, Dusty Dan, has the media sample and he has the bottle, and he was doing them side by side, and he was like, "Oh, these don't taste the same."
Oh, really? Wow.
So
there you go. Back to that thing we're
mixed,
talking about.
It might be some of that mixed reaction that you're getting, but sometimes they get those media samples out early, and then maybe that blend has another chance to go in that vat. Like, I don't know. There's a lot that can go on, but it's always interesting when you get to do those things kind of side by side.
Yeah.
I don't know that
some of it.
I don't know that the pick that we did with Rare Character or with Old Dominic were 25 releases per se, but the Old Dominic. So I'm a huge fan of Old Dominic for first place, but just as a brand and as the people that I know, but their wheat blew me away. Like phenomenal. I had one from Imbibe in Chattanooga, and we did the pick at Rome, and I've had one other. So I've had we have 4 barrels there. I've had about 6. They do differentiate between one to the next. They're single barrels, but I don't know if they're mingling and then, like taking a bunch of short barrels, putting them together, marrying them and putting them in new oak and still calling it single barrel, which you can do by TTB standards.
Is it in the new bottle shape, Brandon? Like that one? Is it the new bottle shape? Jeff, put a hold of the Old Dom bottle. The wheat whiskey, is it the new bottle shape like that?
Yeah.
It is just with the mint green. Yeah. But it's the same bottle shape with the little ripples along the bottom like that for sure.
Yep.
But that was fantastic. And then, Rare Character's got some new styles coming out. So PLT is one that we picked. Pretty sure the mash bills, Jim Beam, the profile flavors, Jim Beam. But that was really good as well. So, but as far as like complexity and just craziness, man, this has been it for me. And then Crittenden just is about to release one that they call Dogman. But that's a blend of 4 different ones, and I never can remember the 4th one, but it's part of their red wheat, part of their maple stave, part of their rye, and one other. But the Mississippi Sippers do a lot of their blends, and that one came out freaking fantastic. So
nice.
Awesome.
You read my mind, Marty. Thank you.
Thank you so much for I'm trying that out and glad you're liking it. And Marty, yes, thank you for putting up his hashtag. Go check out his YouTube channel, subscribe, check out his content. Super cool guy. Love what you're doing content wise as well. Question for you, Brandon. How many barrel picks have you been on?
That's my buddy Randy right there. Randy, I don't have a count on that. My goodness, we'd probably be here for a minute. Like in total or like this year?
So it's this year.
This year I've probably done 10 or 12 total. I've probably done maybe 30. I don't know. Like, not all my barrel picks, right? But just going on picks with people. And a lot of times you get media samples sent to the stores and that kind of thing. So I count those as the pick too. And I have my feelings about that. Like if they're going to send me samples and that's the same barrels that they're going to put out when I get to the distillery, then I'm not wanting to go to the distillery. I'd rather drink it in the cool and let the whiskey be cool and not have to deal with the heat. But if they're going to let me go there and touch the barrel, then and literally pick the barrels that I want to try, then I'll go there and sweat it through and try it in the rick house. But I enjoy barrel picks. It's fun.
You got Mark B on your side now. There you go.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
I go through that kind of same thought process, Brandon, when we do the barrel picks. I love being on site and having that experience. And even especially when they let us drill into barrels, get more barrels, like really make you happy. But when you're doing it that way, it does feel like sometimes you're not in your own environment and you're just picking the best that's in front of you, but you don't have like the ability to test it around you or test it against other stuff on your shelf. Like I kind of like sometimes when they send us the samples, I can be like, this is my favorite one, but does it compare to this that I got on the shelf behind me? And then finally get to like really evaluate it.
And I think drinking the whiskey in the rick house, especially when it's as hot as it is, like down here in the South and like going to Detland and Crittenden, which with Seth, you go sit on the front porch and it's a little cooler and he gives time the whiskey to cool down. But at Matt's, we're drinking it right out of the barrel basically. And it's, the ethanol dissipates. I don't feel like you get the full flavor. I feel like once it's cooled down, the profile changes a little bit, but it works. I mean, we got lucky and we picked some really good barrels at Crittenden's and he sent them our last 2 barrel picks to the Ascots. And so the family reserve, we picked one double platinum and the double oak won a gold. And then I think Cam did a 7-year rye with him and it won a double platinum as well.
I have that.
We've all picked those standing in that 7-year rye is stupid, right?
I really just picked it. That was on the cusp of like, it's not too much his jam. I'm just going to throw it out there, but the more I drink it, the more I really like that one. I'm not sure where it's at, but I know I have that because I had a friend send me that bottle.
Probably next to this being my favorite, and these aren't around right now, but this is a black walnut rye. I don't know if that'll ever zoom in
there.
Walnut. Probably got
there you go. Black walnut rye. Oh, that kind of sounds like that thing that we had from the Columbus brand.
Oh, the Nocino.
Nocino. Yeah.
That was crazy. What was that?
Makes me curious there.
What was that?
It was a walnut liqueur. I guess that might be walnut.
So Jason just did a pick from Cut Above as well.
Jason C did he did a pick. I hit him up the same night and he was like, dude, where have I been? I was like, I told you were sleeping on him, man. He freaked out. They actually got mad online and did a live with him and did the pick. And
he really liked it a lot. It's interesting. It was a fun show having him on.
My buddy Robert Fernandez just popped up a minute ago calling me the Detling Whisperer, but Rob. So I met Rob. So he lives in South Florida, right? And Rob buys a ton of whiskey and wine and has a great palate. And I call him my whiskey Yoda. But I met him through Crittenden because he had made a comment on one of the secondary pages that he was looking for Crittenden. And at the time, I only had a couple bottles, and I was like, I could let him go. What are you looking to do? And obviously he promised me the world, and I sent him some Crittenden. And since then, he and I have been really tight. But man, that guy he's been instrumental in my development of whiskey. So
very nice. Yeah, I can tell you kind of operate like us, getting passionate about brands, and then you just want to talk about those. Like we've been that way with Hard Truth, Copper and Cask, Old Dom. I mean, those
Dude,
are the
Hard
brands
Truth,
we like
forget
talking
about it, right? Hard
Yeah.
Truth is, you talk about the thing I loathe the most. How about going to Hard Truth, as beautiful it is, and losing your footage? Did a barrel pick there and lost the footage on it. Yeah, idiot.
Ah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
you lost it on the ATV, didn't you? It flew out the window.
Man, and she, Kelsey, I think her name Kelsey. She's like the blonde bourbon chick or something like that on Instagram.
Yeah.
So great. Bless her heart. I think they cut back, and I think she's not there at the moment. But she and I went back and forth and had some good banter on film, and we were talking about some certain things, and I corrected her on something, which I was like, "Yeah, I won," and it didn't have any of that footage. Like I lost it.
That's when she pulled out the magnet and rubbed it against your camera.
Probably. But a beautiful facility, delicious whiskey.
Yeah.
I didn't like that chocolate malt. That I told her I didn't like that one.
But you like coffee.
Yeah.
How do you not like that?
But the Mellencamp and the sweet mash rye and their bourbon, phenomenal.
Absolutely. Did you get to taste their distillate right off the still? Captain
Fruity
Crunch
Pebbles?
berries. Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah. I said that was Captain Crunch. That's what it is.
Holy crap, that was so much fun tasting that. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes left until the top of the hour. Make sure you guys are getting in on the super chats. Mark B is in for another one. Thank you guys so much for all of the support on all of our picks. But this Old Dom was the fastest selling one except for Sonic Boom. But I think
I'm not sure about that.
No.
I think this is I think both Old Doms, the Huling Station and this, are the fastest selling.
Really?
Y'all did a Huling Station pick?
Yes.
Yeah,
I just learned a couple of weeks ago that you could even do that with Huling Station, which that's an interesting story, right? Like,
we got.
I
one
love
of
the Tennessee
barrels.
whiskey.
Yeah, we got one of the last 4 barrels when we did
because they sunset it, right? They're not doing that anymore with MGP. So
nope, we got one of the last 4, and it was an 8-year, and it was freaking killer MGP barrel. Because story was that one of my distributor friends here locally was like, "Hey, I think I can introduce you to old Dominic and Blue Note and blah blah blah." So we were going to do both picks in the same day. So we went to Blue Note, blah blah blah. Went over to Old Dominic, and I was like, "Okay, guys," I was very specific. If they don't give us this barrel, I'm going to be very upset, because I said I want an 8 to 9 year old Kelvin MGP barrel. Because I tasted, there was a pick locally here that was for $49 for an 8-year MGP Kelvin. That was 116 proof. And oh my God, it was good. So I was like, all right, these guys got to have some of those left. So he's like, I've got just a few left. So we went over there, and then we tasted their own distillate at cask strength, same mash bill. And all of us were like, whoa. This is some really, really good stuff. And he's like, yeah, we're doing the same mash bill on all of our future single barrels. It's just going to be our distillate's been setting for 7 years. So we were like, we got to come back next year and do another barrel. And so that's how we got the one that we just released. So
which is the bourbon that you just released? Yeah. Their bourbons are fantastic.
Yeah. I really like their wheat a lot. Like I said, the samples that we tasted were really good. I just felt like for our profiles, it needed a little bit more time in the barrel.
Yeah, at least the 3 samples we got, we were kind of like, man, 2 more years, come back to us on this wheat whiskey. We're thinking 8-year mark.
Yeah, that 8-year mark for wheat is really 7 to 8 year is really, really peaking on some of their stuff. And their wheat whiskey that they released under the Huling Station, that was the same or similar mash bill. I don't know for a fact. If
it's the same. They copied it. It's the same.
It's the same thing. It just cooked at MGP, right?
Yeah. But we're freaking fantastic barrels for wheat whiskey. So anyway, we have been loving Old Dom and Hard Truth. I'm trying to think of the other one that was really surprising the last few years with us, Jeff. He's on this new kick with Dietrich.
I got the Dietrich with the Dayton whiskey. They're real small though. They're like they only have 250 barrels down.
Send me a reminder of that, because I'm going to forget it. But I'm ready to reach out and
I'll pour some. Let's
see.
I'll write a little note for myself that won't make sense later.
Of course, we loved the Pumpernickel Rye from Middle West. We had a couple of picks from that, which is an Ohio thing. I'm trying to think any other brands. K. Luke has been a really big one for us the last 2 years.
Jonathan is a monster.
Yeah,
he's been picking barrels forever. He's probably 1,600 deep. Like, the man knows his stuff.
And here's the thing about it.
He just had a blend too.
Really super impressive about him and his wife is that they've progressively each time, in my opinion, have gotten better and better and better. They just keep one-upping themselves, and it goes back to like his ability and his dedication to sit down and taste through everything continually.
He and her both do. And then, I mean, they've got data on data, right? Like, all their stuff sitting up there at Bardstown, and he and the wife sit there at home. So I went and sat with him because I sent him a message latter part of last year. And I was like, Jonathan, look, man, like, everybody where I work sings your praises. Everybody talks about K. Luke. I've only had it in samples. The only sample that I liked was the Cabernet, and I'm not typically like a cab like finish. I don't know why I liked it. I was like, but I want to like your brand. I want to support it. And he was like, well, let's meet up. So I met him in Mississippi, and we went to one of his buddies' bars that was closed, and he brought the stuff, and I was blown away, right? And so he was telling me, obviously he did all the picks when he was with Masano's liquor store there in Mississippi, and I think he did like 400 and something picks there. And since then, he's done about 1,600. He's everybody in Kentucky he knows, right? And I think even he took a wild turkey to the Russells, and either Eddie or Jimmy one looked at the cork and was like, what happened to your cork? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of deteriorating. It's old dusty. He's like, I think I saw that cork at home. Let me go look at my desk drawer. He ran home and brought it back for him. So he's got that kind of relationship with Four Roses, with Wild Turkey. But he and the wife will sit there and blend, and they can look back and say, okay, this whiskey is missing this. And then they kind of remember, oh, barrel so-and-so had that. And they'll flip through their pages and call Bardstown and say, hey, we need X percentage of that added to it. Send it back. And so I think that's how they're getting better, right? They have all that data and time and experience.
It's really impressive. And that's the thing about blending that all of us have stated is that anybody can go in and pick a honey barrel, right? But blending is an absolute artist. I mean, it's artistry at its best because you have to know a lot about what you've got and then where you want to go, and then you got to know how to get there along the way too. So it's really fun.
Did y'all ever try the Fred Minnick pick? He had 2 of them for the Super Bowl last year. This is the 126.
Anything like that?
Didn't try that one. No, I've gotten my hands on a cast finish one. That's one of the red label ones. But
so is that the Pops, or is that the one from Spillway?
This one's from Liquor Barn and Armagnac.
Okay.
He
did a few of those. He's only doing, I think, 8 barrels this year, but this is the one from Spillway. Yep. And my buddy Robert has my other one like this that was the Pop that Flight Crew did.
Yeah.
And I took it to a bottle share there and left it with him. But this Fred Minnick pick, I did a review on it, and just crazy, man. Like you said, it's just getting better and better.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they've all been sharpening their pencil along the way and gotten better and better as it goes on. So,
is that single barrel or single barrel? Last question here, but I'm curious. Does it say on the back? Like,
which one? This one or this one?
Like the Fred pick. Like, is it actually a single barrel, or is it like a blend that was then put in a barrel in the single barrel? Because that's what the cast finish are. It even says it on the back. Like, they did a custom blend and then finished it. I'm just always curious with their process sometimes. We talked about that at the very beginning of the show about single barrels. But still curious if it was a blend that was then buried together in another barrel.
Right, which it can be done as long as it touches new oak.
Yep.
I don't see that it says anywhere on here. This is just like their story.
I bet you that one's a true single barrel then.
It says straight from the barrel, K-Luke tribute.
I'm thinking that the blue label was an actual single barrel. Because they didn't do.
I felt like these were too, though. Am I wrong?
No, if you read the back of that one's actually going to say it's a blend of Kentucky and Indiana as high as 36% rye mash bill. So that one's a custom blend that they then finish, or at least that's what it says on my Liquor Barn one.
Man, all that writing is so small, and I'm so blind.
We got a few minutes left here till the top of the hour, guys. We're going to shut off super chats. Jeff, if you want to get that ready.
Winners.
I got it. I'm ready.
Let's roll. Let's get through that, and then we'll talk about Brandon.
So
Hot.
let me share screen here, and
I'm gonna mess up my camera button.
Brandon, I need you to do the honors here and tell me how many times to randomize this wheel.
How many times to randomize the wheel? I like the number 7.
7's a good number.
See, he's got the randomizer back, Darrell. We're in trouble. We need Katie
right.
from now on. That way he can't do it.
All right, so this is going to be the first one here. This is going to be for the flight featuring the New Riff Headliner, which is a brand new release from New Riff over the weekend. Only 700 bottles of this one. So excited to get somebody else's opinion on this thing. And then I'll give you some other New Riff samples in there that are essentially the components of this blend. Ooh, Ed. All right.
What's up, buddy?
Man, Ed.
Ed, that is coming your way. We'll have some fun with that one. I want to discuss that when you get that. All right. Now up is Kelsey. Kelsey, what were you giving away again?
The 3 Evernorth picks, the 2 bourbons, 18-year-old light whiskey, and the new Penelope cigar blends.
Cigar blend.
And if you have those Essence, let us know. Just get in contact.
We'll get you something different if you have all 3 of those. For sure.
I don't.
I'm working on it.
I know.
Top Jimmy.
Top Jimmy.
Let me know if you have those, Top Jimmy. I don't know if you have those, Toby, or not. If not, then I'll let you pick whatever you want on these shelves back here. So, and Darrell is going to be doing
now for Darrell's Bootsy blends is what I heard. The Bootsy blends.
There we
This
go.
one was like 2 years ago. That was the first winner. This one, what did Jason name this one? I forgot. Oh no, I named it the Encore.
Oh, double winner.
Ed again.
We got
I
Ed
owe you
again.
something anyway, Ed. So yeah, we'll double up and we'll get that out to you. Because I don't think you definitely haven't tried that. So that'll be fun.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, thank you everybody for supporting the channel here. Congratulations to our winners. I'm actually going to work on pouring that here tonight for you, Ed. All right. So, final thoughts. Brandon, start with you.
Man, I just appreciate you guys having me on. It's great to meet you. Hendo had communicated with me a while back. I'll give you a real quick spiel on that. But, when I first started, he was following the channel and reached out to me. And it seemed real sketchy, right? And so he was trying to really kind of justify himself. And I'm reaching out to my wife. I'm like, babe, I don't know what's going on here. This is sketchy as heck and a little scary. And next thing you know, he and I jumped on a phone call, and man, he's a very solid guy. I think the world of him, and hate that he and I haven't met in person yet. He's been pretty busy over the past year or two. So eventually we'll get to meet, but I'm glad that he introduced me to you guys. And, we finally got connected here. It took us long enough. Right. But definitely thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
No, thank
you, man. I haven't met Hendo either. Shit. Hendo, make it happen, damn it.
Jeff's the only one that's actually met him in person of the 3 of us. So I think it's time for Hendo to come to Bardstown Blitz and meet us all in person.
Yes,
for awesome. Sure. Are y'all going to be at Kentucky Bourbon Fest, any of you?
Not Kentucky Bourbon Fest, unfortunately. The dance card is so loaded here the next 8 weeks that there's only so much to do.
Yeah, I get it.
2nd of October, though, right?
Hopefully, you get to try the samples I sent you. Let me know what you think, and then I'll tell you what they are.
Okay.
Hear what you think about them.
You can do a blind flight for a video, do a Kelsey.
Yeah, I do it all the time and really enjoy it. But by the end of the video, I need to at least let the people know what it is. So we'll have to figure out a way to do that. But
no, absolutely.
I won't cheat, or I'll let you know the day I'm doing it. Maybe forever from now, but for sure.
No, it's fine, buddy. Darrell, anything from you, buddy?
I'm good. I just pour the rest of the Tanager and just been
what did you think?
That. It's really, really good. I've literally only had that and the rye that you sent me, the Jack Daniels, and both have been freaking ridiculously good.
Yeah,
But
that
tanager is legit.
Yeah,
That's good.
Really, 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 really good. So I'm gonna enjoy that and probably feed my face in a minute. I'm like so hungry. But no, this was fun.
wrap us up, man.
Yeah. I think that's it, everybody. I know the old Doms are crashing into people's houses right now. Hopefully not literally. But as you get those open, get the tasting notes out there, either on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram. Be sure to tag us. I want to see reviews, your thoughts, the tasting notes. So far, everything is overwhelmingly positive, but don't want to bias you. But I am curious on your thoughts on what you're getting on that crazy bottle. But hopefully you understand how excited we were leading up to that drop. And yeah, the fact that it went so quickly is just amazing for being the introduction of Old Dom to so many people. So very excited to get your hands on that. And we will see you on the next Whiskey Wednesday. Goodbye, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.